Scott Talley coming to you live from the worldwide headquarters of Network in Action. Today we're with Stephen Butler, who has his own business. It's awesome. Jumpstart Performance and Training.
Yes,
Welcome,
sir.
Stephen.
Nice to meet you.
Glad you're here.
All right.
Stephen's been working with my wife the last few months on personal training, and love to tell the story how that got started because Stephen's a big-hearted guy, and he had made a donation to my daughter's high school. We showed up at the gala and somehow ended up with his package that he had donated. So my wife got involved with Stephen, started working out with him, and now she's full bore and loving it.
She's hardcore, yes.
So, yeah, that's awesome.
Yes.
So tell us how you got started.
Well, basically, back when I was in high school, I did the whole football, basketball, track thing. Went off to college for about a year, tried to walk on, play basketball there. Just, at the time, I just really wasn't as focused as I should have been at that point in my life. But, I continued to work out, continued to be involved in athletics. I actually, believe it or not, used to powerlift for a couple of years, doing that, just trying to put on a little size and strength, for sports. And I've always been, I guess, the kind of guy that enjoyed helping people. I'm somewhat of a perfectionist, kind of coming from a sports background and from my dad being in the military. So I kind of had to learn that, not only how to do things right, but how to do things right now. So with that being said, when I would be in the gym and I'll see somebody or I'll see a friend or somebody doing something wrong, I would correct them, and I wound up spending more time in the gym, in some cases, working out other people than I was myself. So I figured, what the heck? Might as well get a certification. I knew a couple of people that were personal trainers, and I talked to them about it, and I actually got into personal training that way.
That's awesome. So there's actual certification you go through. Is that a curriculum online, or is that more in the gym, or a little bit of both?
Well, back when I first got started, this was back in 1993, I had an ACE certification, and it was like a 6-month course. It's kind of a home study type deal.
Okay.
Now you have a myriad of options. Some community colleges will teach it as a class. So actually, some at 4-year universities, you could actually go through a 4-year university now. If you get a degree like in exercise science or certain fitness or science related courses, certification may be a part of that curriculum.
That's awesome.
So there's a couple of ways to get it.
It's interesting because I've just noticed, being in the gym a little bit here lately, it's like it for younger people, it's just a way of life. I mean, there seems like so many more young people stay fit more than when I was 18 to 24.
Yeah, it's definitely a way of life, and that's something that I try to relay to my clients. You can't just come to the gym, work out, put in a good workout, and then, for the sake of a better term, go home and eat like crap and lay around and drink and smoke. It's got to be a lifestyle. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You don't have to do anything really weird, like no weird, freaky diets and no really weird workouts. Come in, just balance. Come in and work out. If you want to eat a piece of cheesecake, eat a piece of cheesecake. If you want to have a glass of wine, have a glass of wine.
Just don't eat a cheesecake every day.
Yeah, don't eat a cheesecake every day, and just understand whatever you do to your body outside the gym, you're going to have to undo it when you get back into the gym.
That's a very good point.
Yeah.
So talk to our audience a little bit about people as they age. Sometimes people will go I went 4, 5, 6 years. I had worked out all my life, ran marathons.
Okay.
And about 4, 5, 6 years ago, I don't know why, I just shut it down, got busy
life.
Life gets in the way. But I just started back up, and mentally you think, can I do this? But it's really important to do it, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I think to do it with a professional even is more important.
That I would definitely recommend even if you used to work out, like you say, all your life, if you've taken some time off, it's always good to get back with a professional because, let's just face it, how, as guys, how we are. It's we don't age. Yeah. So we think up here we don't age. Right. So it's I remember back, when I was 21 years old, I was benching 300 pounds and running 10 miles a day. Yeah. And you go out and be like, I'm going to go run. I used to run 10 miles. I'm going to run 5. And you run 2 and you can't walk for the next 2 weeks.
Yes.
So it's a lot of times, a lot of times it's good to start with a professional. That way you can get, they can give you an assessment, let you know exactly where your body's at, from a more, I guess you could say intellectual, maybe a more scientific standpoint, and design a workout to address whatever needs and deficiencies you have at that point.
That's awesome. So you work out with the with your client. You obviously also talked about nutrition and other facets of it.
Yes.
A whole meal deal.
Yes.
That's awesome. And do you go to your client's gym or they come to you?
Right now, the option for me to go at home is there. I also do some online stuff too. Okay. But I would say the bulk of my business is actually in facility. There is a facility in Sugar Land. Can I name the facility?
Sure.
Yeah. There's a facility in Sugar Land by the name of JNS Fitness.
Okay.
It's right over on Voss and Highway 6.
Okay.
Train a couple of times a week there. Majority of my clients though are down in the West U, Bel Air, River Oaks area. Mm-hmm. I'm at the Core and I'm at the West U Rec Center.
And the Core's by the old Houston Post
the
building.
Old Houston Post building, yes. Yes, I believe the exact address. I think it's like 4770 Southwest Freeway.
Yeah.
Don't quote me on that. If you're looking for the Core, just Google the Core Gym Houston. It'll pop right up.
That's awesome. So what are some of the mistakes you see people make?
Oh, wow. How much time we have? Basically, the biggest mistake I think most people make is they try to do too much too soon.
Yeah.
When I got into fitness, to kind of give you a little bit of my background, when I first started off, I was what you call an independent trainer, which is what I am now. Okay, meaning that I don't work with a gym. I don't work with any type of company. Jumpstart Performance and Training is my company. I'm a DBA right now working on becoming an LLC. That's what I do. Okay, when you go to some of your what we call box gyms, not trying to single out anybody, I'm just going to pick a name because they're the biggest one. 24-Hour Fitness. Most of their trainers are actually employees of the facility.
Gotcha.
Okay. Well, when I was working, I used to work corporate fitness too. I did that for a few years. One of my PT directors actually stated to me, most people when they work out, when they start a new exercise program, they either exercise too much and don't diet properly, or they extremely diet and they don't work out properly. Okay. That right there is probably the biggest mistake right there. They try to do too much too soon, and they try to find the one thing that's going to take to get them in shape. Mm-hmm. Like I stated earlier, fitness is a lifestyle.
That's right.
So you've got to, everything you do just kind of builds upon itself. You can't just go in there and say, okay, I got a wonderful diet. I'm not going to work out and expect to lose weight or gain muscle or whatever. Just like you can't go in there and say, I'm going to work out and eat whatever I want, So
it makes a lot of common sense. Mm-hmm. So if you're any age, Stephen works with them all, but if you certainly have been on the shelf for a while, I would certainly encourage you to give him a call and recognize what he's saying. We're not a quick fix. This is going to be a lifestyle decision on your part. Your typical clients stay with you how long?
Oh, man. I started back here in the Houston area because I was up in Dallas for a little while, but I started back here.
We're not going to hold that against you.
Well, it was a good opportunity, but you notice I did come back.
Yes, that's right.
But I've been back in the Houston area working in the industry since 2012, and I would say as of now, probably about 10% of the clients I have been with me since 2012.
Wow.
If, just thinking off the top of my head, the average client stays with me 3 to 4 years.
Yeah, that's awesome. So if you're looking for a change in the way you feel every day, more energy in the evening, just a better overall lifestyle, and certainly a projection for living longer.
Right.
Nothing like eating right and being healthy.
Right.
I hope you give Stephen a call. Well, thank you for coming in today. It was awesome.
Thank you, Scott.
Good to see you.
All right.